Yes, children. So finally, we understood that our nationalists, they were expecting the equality, and that's why they started to fight against those people. Okay, and then see, by the end of the 19th century, the Indian legal profession also began emerging and demanded respect in colonial courts. So as we know that time our Indians did not have any importance, and we didn't have any professional equality. Okay, so finally even our Indian the lawyers, they started to emerge together, and they started to demand for the respect in the colonial courts. See, they began to use law to defend the legal the rights of Indians. Indian judges also began to play a greater role in making decisions. So finally, they began to use the law to defend. They started to defend, use the law as a defender, the legal rights of the Indians. Along with that, what happened? Even our Indian judges also started to play a greater role in the decision making. Okay, see. Therefore, there were several ways in which Indians played a major role in the evolution of the rule of law during the colonial period. So we heard that the many people started to believe the rule of law was introduced by British people, but it was not true. Even our Indian nationalists, our Indian the lawyers and many people played an important role in the evolution of about this rule of law during the colonial period. Okay, yes. So guys, now this story that's there in your textbook about Shazia and Kusum. So here in this story they are discussing about a domestic violence against the women. Okay, so in the earlier only, in the year of 90s only, the people were struggling from this domestic violence, and there was no equality for the people, for the women. And they, as we know, we can see that hundreds kinds of the n number of problems the women will be facing in the home. It may be our mothers, it may be the daughters, our in-laws. Okay, many problems. So here they are discussing about a domestic violence, the story, and they both are the social activists. Okay, so there are two cases who will be coming and meeting them, and they will be sharing their problem, and those people do they want to visit a police station and lodge a complaint against them. So by all these things, what happened? See, again what happens, they will be meeting in the different organizations, they'll be seeing that what happened, all those things. So but in between around 2002 they have got a law, that is the new law has been passed in the parliament. That is finally, see, the bill was introduced in the parliament in 2002, but the people were not happy with that. Yes, the people were not happy with that bill. So again what happened, they the many people together, they with the women organization, national commissions of women, and even some lawyers, they all sit together and they started to criticize those laws. Finally, when they started to criticize, again there will be there will be a pressure on the parliament. So again that law has been amended, and in the year of 2006 they got the result. So it took such a long time to pass, the bill has been passed, and to make it as a law it took such a long time. Okay, there we can see that there was a the better equal, that is the equality for the women in the home. Okay, it may be a parent, mother, it may be a daughter, it may be an in-law. Okay, for everyone. So guys, what you people will be doing, you just go through that story once. Okay, then you will be understanding. So here they are telling that how the law has been made, the process. making of law. Okay, see here. And as I told you people, in the last the session only, I have explained you about the types of bill. Just I'm going to brief about this very faster. Okay, see here, we can see there are three kinds of the bills, that is money bill, ordinary bill and the constitutional bill. So here money bill, we can see that it has been introduced only in the Lok Sabha and only by the ruling party. So it has to be introduced in Lok Sabha and by the ruling party. Lok Sabha is more powerful on the issue of money bill. So as we know that Lok Sabha is more powerful in the issue of money bill. See, the Speaker of the Lok Sabha has to certify it as a money bill. So the Speaker plays an important role here. After 3 readings in the Lok Sabha, the bill is sent to the Rajya Sabha. So once it has been cross-checked 3 times, then it will be sent to the Rajya Sabha. So the Rajya Sabha can make the suggestion. So here they can just see the suggestions, if any small changes are the suggestions, but the entire bill will not be changed. See, so finally we understood about money bill. And the next thing we can see about ordinary bills. See here, any member may introduce, any member of the assembly can introduce this law and can introduce either in the Lok Sabha or in the Rajya Sabha, anywhere, either in the Lok Sabha or in the Rajya Sabha we can introduce. Once the bill is passed in one house, after their readings, it goes to the other house. For example, if it has been introduced or it has been passed in the Lok Sabha, then after reading it will go to the Rajya Sabha. Or if it is starting from the Rajya Sabha, it will next go to the Lok Sabha. If the second house wants to change the bill, it may send to the house where it is originated. So finally, if it is originated in the Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha can again send back to the Rajya Sabha for if any changes if it needs. Okay. See, if the house of origin refuses to make the change, up to 6 months a deadlock is created. For example, if the Lok Sabha wanted to change or make some changes, the bill which has been passed by the Rajya Sabha, but Rajya Sabha doesn't want to do any changes. So that time they have a 6 months of time for that. Okay. Then the president will call for a joint session of both the houses. So they will be calling the president will call both the houses, that is upper house and the lower house for the session. See here. After discussion, the bill will be passed. So after the discussion, with the president of both the houses, then the bill will be passed. Then it goes to the president. So again it will goes to the president. If the president signs the bill, then it becomes a law. So finally after that it will become a law. Okay, see, this law is then called an act. So we know that the beginning we have to pass a bill, then if everyone agrees for that bill, then it will be turned into law. That law is then called as an act. Hope you guys understood, right? Very good, children. And the next one we can see about the constitutional bill. So here what happens, this bill is used to the constitutional. If any changes if we want to do in the constitution, then we can use this constitutional bill. It can be introduced either in the Lok Sabha or in the Rajya Sabha, anywhere, either in the Lok Sabha or in the Rajya Sabha this can be introduced. So hope you guys understood the process of making the law. Okay, see. And then, for example, even in the story we have seen that already the law or the bill has been passed. The people were not happy. Okay, so there again what happened? They can criticize, they can go ahead for the, the reevaluate that law. See here. So that situation, unpopular and controversial laws. So if that laws are not good, are not popular, so that time, see, sometimes a law can be constitutionally valid and hence legal, but it can continue to be unpopular and unacceptable to people because they feel that the intention behind it is unfair and harmful. So for example, already the bill has been accepted by the constitutionally also it is correct. According to constitutional, it is correct, and even the parliament, according to the legally also it is correct, and the parliament also has passed the bill. But the people, that means we all are not happy, or we are not ready to accept that bill because we are feeling that the intention behind the passing of that bill is not fair and it is harmful to the society. So that time the people have, see, hence the people might criticize this law. So whatever the law which has been passed by the parliament, even the people can criticize that. See, hold public meetings, we can just have a public meetings, and nowadays we can see, our media is more powerful. Okay, so we can write about it in the newspapers, report to the TV channels, anything. So we can criticize, we can, say or find the defaults of about that bill. Okay, in a democracy like ours, citizens can express their unwillingness to accept repressive laws framed by the parliament. So if we are not happy, since we are following the democracy like India, we all, that means we all citizens have a rights to express our the opinions, unwillingness to accept whatever the law which has been passed by the parliament. Okay, when a large number of people begin to feel that a wrong law has been passed, then there is pressure on the parliament to change this. So when many people, the large population of a country started to oppose the law which has been passed, or the bill which has been passed, then of course there will be a pressure on the parliament to change that, and again there will be a court can interfere that, and again they will be go for rechecking, the cross checking the pros and cons, that means the advantages and disadvantages of that bill, and then they will take a decision. Hope you guys understood, no children? If any doubts, guys, let me know. Okay, finally we'll go for recapitulation. You have to write about the rule of law. What do you mean by rule of law and types of bills? Money bill, ordinary bill, and a constitutional bill. And what do you understand? What do you understand about the story of Shazia and Kusum? So there, what we understood, and how to make a law, that has to be explained. And if if we, that means the citizens, the people of country, we are not happy with the law, what happens? We have rights to pressurize the parliament to change it. We can oppose, we can express our thoughts or the opinion to, if we are not happy or if we are unwilling to accept the bill, we can express our opinions. Okay, yes children. So finally, by this we are completing our term 1 portion. Okay, if any doubts, please let me know. I'm there to help you out, children. Okay, start studying properly. Don't waste your time. If anything as such, just let me know. I'm there to help you out. Okay, so finally we are going to conclude this term 1 portion. I'm not going to reteach anything or any concepts. If any doubts, you can call me or you can contact me. Okay, and I want you all to log into the Google Classroom, children. Still now I have not posted anything, but I want you all to log into the Google Classroom because we are having, going to have the first term exam only through the Google Classroom. So better join. Thank you all.